Simonson here, your San Juan Island lifestyle information source. So you guessed it, it's fall. It's time to make plum chutney. So I'm going to turn about $500 worth of these ingredients into about 32 jars of chutney. Of course, it makes absolutely no economic sense. And you would think that the ex-banker in me would kibosh this whole project, but if you've ever tasted my chutney, you know that it's really good. So this is going to equate to about $15 a jar, or if I add Tim and Mai's labor, it's going to be about $50 a pound. Sounds really familiar to the crabbing and shrimping we do as well. So obviously you're not going to see this at Costco anytime soon, but it's going to be really good. Oh crap, I forgot to add the cost of the vouv. Now it's going to be priceless. You know, sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with this chutney. I mean, it's so time consuming. I mean, Tim and I barely have enough time to do canning once a year. And then I think about my friend Cheryl. Her pantry is literally filled with cans of fruit and vegetable and fish. I wonder how she does it. I guess in my defense, she is retired and fishing was closed this year. And their boat was broke. Go figure. I guess she had enough time to get it all done. So, you know, it takes 20 ingredients to make this chutney. And other than the plums that we bought in Eastern Washington, we got everything on island. We got the jars from Ace and all the other ingredients from King's. And while we were there shopping, Vern threw in the champagne. What can I say? He says he likes my newsletters. So what the heck? When somebody offers to give me champagne, I say thank you. So Tim and I have been making this chutney annually for about 12 years, and not one year has gone by where we haven't boiled over all over the stove or had at least one or two steam or hot water burns, and then of course one of those marital discussions that happen. So if you're canning, I would highly recommend that you have a plan, you have a recipe, you stick to it, and you don't let yourself get distracted. Two, Merri Simonson. So we've got all the ingredients into our pots and we brought it to a boil. And now we're going to sim for basically 3 to 4 hours, stirring every 15 minutes. The weather's really nice today, so I think Tim and I are going to try to do some yard work. It's going to be interesting because we're going to have to do those chores in 15-minute intervals. Wow, this last windstorm gave us an abundance of props for this video. So I can't emphasize how important it is to stir every 15 minutes. I mean, one year Tim and I learned our lesson. We had borrowed one of my neighbor's fancy French pots, probably $300. And we got distracted and did not stir properly. And the result was we got a big crusty burn on the bottom of our fancy pot. So we were just beside ourselves. We tried everything. I mean, Tim used oven cleaner, he Googled, went and tried all those ideas, and then he resulted in pressure washing. Well, it took off the crusty burn, but it also took off the finish of the pot, so we ruined it. So we were just about ready to go out and buy a new pot, and then we decided we'd call the manufacturer. And I can't believe it, but they replaced that pot without any questions with a brand new fancy one. I swear that Le Creuset, if I could just pronounce it right, I have to endorse them 100%. Wow, I'm just amazed. You know, Tim and I have got 6 hours into this so far, and we're not done, and the kitchen's a mess. I mean, you know, my mom, she used to can all day long, and then she'd have dinner ready for my dad and the kids. It's amazing. What can I say? As far as I'm concerned, Tim's having nuts for dinner. Cheers to my mom. And oh, Uncle Bud, thanks for the flowers. So as most of the agents in our community know, I give chutney as a closing gift for doing a transaction with me. And based on the yield this year, it looks like next year is going to be a great real estate year for me. I can't wait. And I also need to mention that the chutney is really good on meat, fowl, lamb, and fish. So if you'd like my chutney recipe, and I wish you'd take my chutney mess, but since that's not going to happen, if you have any questions about San Juan Island real estate, be sure to give me a call. Mary Simonson, Coldwell Banker San Juans.